Good day to you and welcome on Bakerization, and I'm gonna show you how does Total War Warhammer perform on my 940M laptop. So on the left you can see my rig, it's i5 6200U accompanied by nVidia GT940M, also 8 gigs of RAM, slow ones, 800 MHz and standard stock hard drive. As I always mention, if you have a faster RAM, so higher clocked RAM, you can actually get much higher performance. So take that into consideration. And now I've been playing this on 1080p, of course, however scaled. At the bottom you can see some of the results of my playing with the settings and testing it. All of these results are taken in the in-game benchmark, and well, it shows that it is actually better in terms of at least 940M to scale, to keep it at 1080p or 16:900 and scale it down instead of actually changing the resolution, which I found very interesting. There is the custom setting, which you can see also right now, but I had to change it afterwards. You can use the custom setting if you don't require 30 FPS, if you are fine with 25 on the map and something around 27 to 30 on the battlefield. However, I wanted something around 30 and I had to lower the settings. The settings that I've been using for this, all the recording that you see, will be there in a minute. So how does it perform actually? It looks not great, even at low to medium settings at 1080p scaled. It does not look like a 2016 game, definitely not. It's more like 2010. I'm not sure why. However, it is definitely playable. The game has some interesting ideas, some interesting concepts, of course. It is said to be one of the greatest Total Wars, yet I am not a big Total War fan, yet I've been enjoying it, at least for those few hours I've played. And, well, at 940M, let's take a look at it. So, when I started, there was the highest recommended. Recommend was the high, and I wasn't sure why, because at 1080p you actually get 15 FPS at that point, at least I got. So I started lowering stuff a bit. At medium, at 1080p it was 17, and even at the lowest at 1080p it's 22. So the game has, in terms of performance, not a great deal of optimization. However, once you go to 1366 to 768 at low or lowest, there is difference that in low it gives you high texture settings. In lowest I kept the low one. It actually is okay and playable at 16:900 or 1366 to 768, and if you start playing with the scaling a bit, you can get, so that's the custom 50%, you can get up to 36 at 1080p, which is not really 1080p in the game. However, it is more than it is at 1366 to 768. There is a higher amount of pixels there. So that's interesting one, because it is more or less 4 FPS or frames higher result than with native 720p, which is really good. I then optimized a bit, so so I went to scaling at around 61%, and I was getting something around those 30 FPS after lowering it a bit. The benchmark itself uses battle system. However, once you're on the map, you need to lower the settings a bit. Well, it is playable at least. So I hope that this helps you decide whether to try the game or not, whether to get the game or not. Well, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.